am hoping that everything is going well. Yeah, okay. God,
Who's
that
going
was an
who's going
absolute.
to be there for the prologue?
No one
It's
else
so
showed up. It is
funny.
only me and you.
It's so funny.
God.
Hey, I mean, 50% maybe.
The one the
It just
organizer
sad,
and
sad, slee. It just sad and slee.
sad and sleep.
Mm.
Oh God. Can you check the stream real quick and make sure that it's just my other PC that is lagging and not the actual stream?
What stream? Are you streaming on Twitch?
Yeah.
Do I even have my Twitch account?
That's a problem.
Uh,
It probably is just my other PC, but
it seems fine.
is it running slow or is it like, normal?
Like, the Minecraft is running slow.
Oh God, hold on. What if I just did this? That's not what I need to do.
Oh, are you taking off your clothes for stream?
I can't.
Jackson?
No, dude, not allowed.
It is still running at 2 frames per second.
Oh God, dude, no! It's all
Here.
a shit show. It's all gone wrong. Good thing it's going.
Here, look at my stream that I'm streaming on your stream. I'm streaming about you.
I mean, I can't watch this and Minecraft at the same time. Well, let me just do this.
It is going. Oh.
Oh yeah, because I alt tabbed it paused. Hold on, let me just do that. Close this, can close this.
Oh, dishwasher just got online.
That's yeah. Alrighty. Well, if it's scuffed, honestly, I could not care less. The entire point of this is so that it's scuffed. I mean, not the entire point, but
Okay.
it's not a bad thing that it's scuffed. I mean, one of our two people is possibly, I mean, they're not asleep, we know that now, but they possibly were before, or one of the 4 people were possibly asleep, and the other one has broken their PC. And I also found out how, and it's kind of saddening, but also really funny.
Yeah. Wait, how did that even happen to her?
She spilt Fanta on it. Let me see if changing the let me see if changing the shaders helps. It actually probably will. No, not at all. Continuum. Actually, let's just see what all these looks like. Continuum looks like it's daytime. You've got to be joking. Video settings. Shaders.
Oh, that one's good. That one's clean.
BSL run. Okay.
Yeah, it's running well.
Does this run fine?
BSL. Let's see.
BSL looks like it runs fine. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Does SSS run fine?
I like dusk in the background.
Let's see if SSS runs fine.
SSS does not run as smooth as other ones.
Okay. So then it's a shaders problem. It's not anything else.
Yeah.
Let's see Continuum.
I don't think Continuum will.
Continuum worked, right?
Let me see.
Yeah, Continuum's
good. That one's good. Maybe set the time do something else.
There we go.
Ooh, I like it.
So let's do this. Oh, that doesn't change anything. Yeah, it's fine. Leave it as is. It is less fucked than before.
I can't, dude. The dog's face, bro.
What's wrong with
His
him?
nose, his schnauzer,
His schnoz?
schnoz.
Let's just share a moment. No, stop. You need to be stopped.
Gonna get claimed. We're gonna get DMCA.
I'm gonna get DMCA'd just after I become an affiliate.
Oh no. Anyway.
Anyway.
Talk about Roblox phasmophobia.
You want to? Honestly, we can just use this as a shorter version of the podcast. We could just explain the entire premises of this for about 5 minutes and then just use this as our own.
After you and I left, everybody just left.
Basically.
Life of the party, baby.
I mean, I honestly don't even know what there is to explain anymore. Like, we're gonna try and make this happen.
The podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna try and make it happen, every Friday and Saturday, 11 p.m. EST. It's a late night thing. Just to kind of chillax. I don't know, we probably plan to have special guests by, next week?
60 frames for Ganon's up tilt?
Okay, hold on, sorry. In the middle of my explanation, I have to get this off my chest. I hate Ganon side B. Close range, Ganon side B is unreactable.
Yeah. And then if you don't take it, you take a clean 40%.
Like, I'm not joking. I forgot what I was watching, but some YouTube video explained it. Basically, the human mind, has, a certain, reaction time, which is about, 10
200
frames.
milliseconds.
Yeah, which is about 10 frames, roughly, in a 60 FPS game. And then, with input lag, there's about a 6 frame input lag.
Mm-hmm.
Close range Ganon side B comes out the hitbox starts on frame 16, making it completely unreactable if you are next to them.
Yeah.
Unless you guess before the fact that they are going to side B, it's completely unreactable.
I just want to say, you must be playing against someone terrible if they get hit by Ganon up tilt.
I mean, people still get hit by Falcon Punch and Warlock Punch, so.
Yeah, but you can get red. Ganondorf kick, you can't really get red.
You have to see that coming.
Yeah, if you roll into it, you just roll back out.
Yeah.
Or you just spot dodge.
Or you can parry it.
That's cool.
Parrying shit like Shield Break and Warlock Punch is sick.
Yeah.
I have mad respect for anyone who does that.
I remember I said I had the biggest balls in the world playing against you when I parried your Shield Breaker. And I tried to do it again, I immediately got Shield broken.
I do remember that, and then wait, was I playing Marth, and then I just got Tipper F Smash, and you died at 30?
That's
good times. God.
That's always Marth.
I'm gonna be honest, I feel like Marth could possibly be higher than Lucina in tier. I'm gonna be honest when I say that. Yeah. I think that is completely possible.
I'm randomizing a Pokemon
Because
emote.
if
No,
you have perfect
Todd.
spacing and hit tippers every single time, I mean, no, even sometimes it's actually better to hit not tipper because then it's less knockback. So if you're trying to forward air chain someone off stage, like I did to you the other day, where I just kept on forward airing you and then recovered and then forward aired, then recovered, it's
Oh,
better to
I
not
thought
hit
you
tipper because then you can just chain it.
cried.
But
I
if you
just
like, let's just say you hit tipper on, like, you hit the sweet spot on every side B and you hit tipper on every F smash, you can kill people at 50 consistently with that.
yeah, you just have to be actually gamer.
Yeah, which is nothing
I'm
even close to like Lucina. Lucina, you have to be like 60, 70.
so sad. Dishwasher was like, I might join,
And then
but
just didn't.
Toast can't. I said, yeah, you can hop in anytime. In less than 5 seconds later, they went offline.
They went to sleep.
Uh, what's his French name is Totodile? Todd.
Of course he would.
I'm telling him to name it Todd.
Oh wait, he hasn't named it yet. I thought he was just talking about how he named it Todd.
Oh no, naming it Todd is kind of funny.
It is.
Toddodile. Okay. Wait, you're not wrong. They just don't have noses. No schnoozers.
What, on
And then
YouTube's?
sleepy, yeah, and then sleepy lo-fi girl. She's got a schnauzer.
I'm pretty sure the only YouTube's that technically has a nose before then was Technoblade.
Technoblade.
God, no, not that image. I kind of want
Ricky
to.
Bur. How did it took Ricky Berwick to sell out so long?
Wait, did he
Well,
finally? Oh yeah, that's right. He did like finally sell out.
Fundy has one as well,
Hmm.
but it's like a snout. His schnauzer.
Well, yeah, that's why I said like Technoblade, technically.
Tech.
Oh, stop.
Rubus. Wait, where's Technoblade's YouTube's?
It's sold out.
I'm just looking for it.
It's down over by Wilbur's, if I remember correctly.
Wilbar.
Yeah. Well,
Gillette.
do you want to talk about the? What do you want to talk about? I have nothing in specific that I really.
Alright, Jackson, tell me why you think. Oh, yeah. Technoblade is a snout as well.
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
fucking pig.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, am I?
Ugandan
I'm not
Knuckles.
wrong.
Ugandan Knuckles also has a snout. It's a fat snout as
No,
well.
stop. No, never
Also,
mention that
so does
name here
Rain.
again.
So does Rain Zuckles. He has the nose, the red nose.
Oh,
Oh, Reindeer Zuckles is terrible.
oh yeah, it's cursed.
Uh, what else? Yeah, okay. Jackson, I need your, I need to hear it. Why do you believe that orange juice is better than apple juice?
Okay, we will explain this. We'll get further into it tomorrow if we have everyone else here. Otherwise, we're just going to do me, you, and probably French for just
Oh,
episode one.
I can pull up another, or I'll pull up another topic then.
I mean,
Let's see.
we can still talk about it here, but I think it'd be better to, if we're gonna do it here, I think it'd be better if we also go over it again.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm looking at the topics.
Mm-hmm.
Age of Calamity, new consoles, COD, ADHD trending in my state, movies, etc. Introducing shit. Do first, important one. Anime shit or your rigged chess tourney.
Yeah. Do you wanna talk about my rigged chess tourney?
Dude,
Since
what a
you were in on
fun
it?
event.
Let
What a fun ass event.
Let's talk about my chess tourney. A little while back, the people may remember, if anyone saw it on Twitter or anything about me just talking about I'm hosting a chess tourney, anyone want to join? Or anyone who sees this who got sent an invite and either accepted or declined, will know that it happened and it was a real thing. It was a real thing. I actually organized a full event. I created a bracket for it, created an entire server for it. It was really fun. The part that I didn't tell people about was that Mr. Agumon Fan 12 here was actually playing in the tournament under my name.
Okay.
At first, I'm pretty sure it was not even. At first I started coming up with the lie, the fact that I had hired a coach. I had not hired a yeah.
Jack, I just want to read the DMs. Yo, Agumon, want to help me screw with people? Huh. I'm organizing a chess tourney. Do you want to pose as me to mess with people there? Hell yeah, baby. And then, yeah, that's just basically the whole DM.
That was our entire DM string. We hopped in a VC and I gave you the whole lay of the land.
Yeah.
But basically, there was a reason I didn't create like a prize, is the fact that I kind of felt bad if I was rigging the tourney so that quote unquote I would win it and then get the prize that I put up myself. It also was really scuffed in the fact that the left side of bracket was almost completely full except for one set at the very bottom, and that was it. It was almost completely full otherwise. On the right side of the bracket, there was one round one match, and that is it. For the next two other people on the other side of the bracket, one of them immediately moved into semifinals. One of them was immediately pushed into quarterfinals. And the one round one match on the right side of bracket happened the day before the tournament started. And then the three round one matches on the left side of bracket, two of them were not played because one person in each matchup got DQ'd for not showing up. So for the entire tournament, there was a single round one match, and that is it.
French did the randomizing a Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke 9 minutes ago. What do I name my Totodile? 1 minute ago, I lost my run to Shuckle.
He just started.
Lost my run to Shuckle.
Yeah. But
sad.
Oh god, I was gonna record that and post it somewhere. I recorded the matches from Agumon's round one match. Every match after that was not recorded. I completely forgot to open up OBS.
Yeah.
So
I mean, a lot of them were just less than 10 move games, so whatever.
Well, okay. Every game that you played, every set that you played in lasted less than 10 minutes. Every other set lasted more than an hour.
Yeah.
And every time it went to the final game, which for most of the bracket was game 3. And it would also have a tie in there, so it'd be one person takes a game, a tie, the other person takes a game, and then they'd have to play at the final match.
If you tie, if you're bad at chess.
Well, like stalemate.
Fair. But to get to that point, I guess.
Listen, no one at the tourney was even. There's one person who was good, and that was AFK All for Kong or Fladley. And you smoked them.
Yeah. Uh,
And also, if he ever ends up watching this, whatever tournament that is, I'm not sure if it's the same one that we found out about, but if you won it twice in a row, it's not, you shouldn't be bragging, no offense, but don't brag if it's just a puzzle tournament, solving puzzles. Solving puzzles can help you situation wise, it does not help you with anything else.
okay,
Solving puzzles is so situational.
learn open. If you're gonna play chess, just learn good openings to play, and just constantly play them.
Also, don't put knights out to the far edge against the wall, because then you limit their movement to half of
It's
the
funny.
spaces that they can go to.
Oh, I did a chess tournament one time when I was in like second grade. I won one match, stalemate, or drew one match, and lost one match. That's all I remember. I know nothing about the games. I just remember going there, my teacher going, "Hey, that's pretty good for your first tournament," and I'm like, "Hey."
Yeah.
That's all. I was like, "Hey, that's pretty cool." I just evened out my score by getting a draw and one win, one loss.
I mean, yeah, you're 1-1-1.
Yeah.
But I think the most rigged part of the entire tournament was the fact that I myself am the only person that I have seen taken a game off of you, and you were incredibly sleep deprived and in hysteria the entire match, and it was still a struggle for me.
I was tired, man.
You were so tired, and I could tell, and I just got a lucky checkmate because you basically forgot how to play the entire game.
It was funny.
It was kind of funny, though. I will admit.
The horsey, man. Whoa.
Your horse couldn't do anything. It was so sad.
The horsey. The knight doesn't exist, the horse only. Jackson, I think it's time you move on from your Minecraft thing. Move down the trail.
Do you want me to? I was kind of planning to keep like one location for like 2 episodes in a row and then switch.
Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Or maybe like a locate. I don't know. I can just change it up whenever I feel like it. But the fact is, I'd have to build a lot more.
Yeah. That makes more sense. Oh. The bottom tier.
Anyways, we'll probably touch base on this topic at some point tomorrow, if Toast has her computer fixed by then. Age of Calamity,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts?
Age of Calamity. Give me a second.
It's the Hyrule Warriors Breath of the Wild reskin.
Oh, I just didn't like Hyrule Warriors. What can I say? It was just such a boring game.
Hyrule Warriors.
It was just a beat 'em up. You just smack.
Yeah, you just smack shit for
you spam
like
the
half
one
an
button.
hour, then fight a boss, and then that's it. You beat the level.
Yeah, and
There's
if you
one
mess
level
up
that
the
I
level-
remember specifically, where the boss spawned in immediately. You could go around the back of the entire thing, go right into the boss room, and as soon as you beat the boss, the mission's over, and you get the Master Sword.
That's usually what happens. And I just remember one time playing it, and I killed all the people. I killed all the guys, and I died to the boss. And guess what? I had to
start over.
another 30 minutes. I was like, I don't think I want to play this anymore. So then we played Minecraft on the Wii U.
Oh God. But like,
dude, Minecraft on the Wii U just has battle, and that's the best thing. Battle is such a fun mode.
Oh, like the minigame?
Yeah.
Like on. Oh wait, is it like Xbox like
Yeah,
360 and Xbox One edition.
yeah. Battle is so
Oh my
fun
god.
because no one knows how to. At that point, no one knew really how to play the game well.
Dude, back in those days, I
So
used
you
to
just kind
be
of.
sick at battle. Granted, I did not know how to get crits back then. I did not know that crits even existed. What I did know is how to look at people and press right trigger. And I did that very well. And could win fights if someone had full iron and like a stone sword, and if I had like half leather, half chain, and a stone sword.
Is it me or did it always seem rigged? Like some other people would just have a full diamond sword. You just have leather armor.
The only problem that I kind of had with it was there was not a lot of loot. Like in one specific map, the strategy is to not even go for mid. You just turn around and there's a
Go
set
to the
path that you
boat.
can go on. You grab multiple chests, and then
Oh
there's
yeah.
this one upper like ring at the top. And if you jump onto that, you basically immediately get an iron sword and half iron armor.
Yeah.
And then you
Oh.
can just and then you also get like a power 1 bow, and you can just camp the middle.
Oh yeah. Dude, it's vile.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, onto back onto Age
Age
of
of Calamity.
Calamity.
Um,
It's I'm saying sure, whatever. You do you, Nintendo, because it's not like they've unannounced making BTD 2 or not BTD. Breath of the Wild 2 because Breath of the Wild is such a good game, but I really like Breath of the Wild.
here's the thing I have with Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is a good game until you beat it, and then
Yeah.
there's nothing to do because everything feels pointless. You're not going for a goal anymore. Because what goal is there to
I
do?
mean, for it depends on the point of beating it because at some point I would just spend a lot of time doing whatever, like killing Lionels. And oh, my dishwasher.
Hey, good evening.
We're talking about Breath of the Wild right now.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild and Age of Calamity.
Yeah, so but Jack, doing my goal was just doing the shrines because the armor that it gave you was pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, the
But doing the
problem,
shrines was boring.
it was really fun, like, doing each and every divine beast. The only problems I
Uh,
have with it is the fact of how many glitches there are and how easy they are to do and how rewarding they are. You can,
I mean, but
in
you can choose to do
minutes,
them.
in minutes, you can have over 1,000,000 rupees easily.
Yeah,
Like
with
easily
like a
choose the
garden.
game, just get rewarded for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
then
that's
you
like
can
you
also just
choosing.
glitch out the game with a very easy to do glitch if you know how to do it and get
Is it where
more
you
than the max
carry?
hearts.
Oh yeah. No, you can't get more.
Well, no, you can get like max hearts
Max.
and max stamina, which you should not even be able to get with DLC.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because with DLC at most, you can have full, like, maxed out stamina and maxed out hearts -2. And, like,
Yeah.
there's just not enough, like, to
I'm gonna
get
be
full.
honest. Stamina was so much more useful than
Yeah,
hearts.
dude, you never needed hearts.
You just heal.
Well, I mean, you did need hearts, like, when
To
you just
assess.
start the game.
There,
Yeah.
pretty
in
much
one
just
of my
need them.
runs, I played with 5 hearts up
Yeah.
until Ganon.
Yeah, I
The
pretty much
maximum
just.
amount of hearts used
Like,
useful is probably 10.
once you know how to parry and when the perfect timing is to dodge so you can get a flurry attack, you don't need hearts. You need
And
at
with
most
armor.
like 5. And then you can just get barbarian armor, upgrade that, get 60 defense plus attack up like ×3, and then just
Go
murder
ham.
everything. and have max stamina. And you don't need to do any more shrines after that.
Yeah, you just get good at the game and just buff your damage. That
You
was
can
it.
pretty much just beat it with the 3 hearts if you're brave enough.
I beat the game with 5 hearts at one point. Because I was like, I don't need
But-
hearts, it's this easy.
And then those people who just like try to beat the game right off the bat as soon as they leave the Great Plateau.
I mean, no, I beat the Divine Beasts each time. Like, I always...
Doing the
It
Divine Beast
it
is fun.
kind of... Yeah, it feels wrong to skip doing the Divine Beasts.
Yeah, because in the final fight, you just fight Ganon, and it's just like he has 4 little minions before, and it just feels weird.
Yeah.
And it gives the story like more things to do. And as soon as you beat all the
Every
Divine
time I
Beasts,
beat
you
the
can-
game, I always get every single memory and beat all 4 Divine Beasts.
Yeah. I think that's what you're supposed to do.
But I feel like, yeah. But back on the Age of Calamity again, it just felt it felt like filler.
Pretty much. I think that's just like
From
a
the area in between, the first and second Breath of the Wild.
Well, no,
It
it's supposed to be before Breath of the Wild 1.
Yeah, but it just felt like a filler game that Nintendo had to release.
Like, had to
'cause-
just shit out because
so
they
they
needed to
so
make a
they could-
new Legend
could-
of Zelda release to sate the hunger of
Yeah.
everyone. And instead of,
Because
actually just
to-
putting in the time and effort into making Breath of the Wild 2, which, I understand that, that's going to take a while. They're putting actually a lot of time and effort into it. But instead of, putting all their resources to that, instead of another Hyrule Warriors, because this is the 4th one?
no, it's like technically the second one, since the other 3 were just remakes.
Well, no, because each time those were different though, slightly.
Yeah, it was like definitive editions though.
I think the only one
But-
that actually added something was Legends.
But that's like
with the-
Skyrim.
Yeah.
It's just like Skyrim. They're just re-releasing the same game, expecting it to sell better than the last time. And I'm gonna guess that up until this point, it's probably sold worse.
I think the only part that people were excited about were the new characters, because you could see young Impa, which was cool.
But okay, here's the problem I have with
It's
Young
just
Impa.
like a
She is just Purah. Or sorry, what's her name? What's her name? Paya.
Paya. Purah's
She
the
just-
lolly.
Yeah. She
Yeah,
is
she looks like
just
Paya.
Paya. That is it. They just copy and pasted Paya's model and made minor tweaks.
And people's only defenses where she has like a different head tattoo or something like that.
She has
No,
She has
it's like a different color.
yeah. And
It's her own
that is it. Other than that, it is just a copy and paste. But
Okay, yeah.
God, I don't know. I'm just not a you do you on what kind of game you want to play, but it's probably just going to be the same game with a different skin. That's what it's going to
Yeah.
be.
But Calamity, Age of Calamity, it felt like, okay, so Breath of the Wild 2, the hype for it was kind of like some
Like,
logs, and then
slowing down.
Nintendo was like, uh-oh, these logs are running out of fuel, and then to kind of add fire to it, they were just like, so let's talk about
Hyrule Warriors again. Let's go.
Yeah, because basically what they did was they announced Breath of the Wild 2, and it's like everyone was excited thinking it'd come out in a few months, and then it didn't come out in a few months, and everyone got mad because they wanted it now, and they just made the Hyrule Warriors to the
Hasn't it been 2 years since the announce?
It has been 2. I mean,
It's
I'm
been
pretty
2
sure the
years
first-
since I'm pretty
Really?
sure it's been 2 years since the
Wow, it
announcement,
does not feel that long.
and we've not even gotten word about the game since then. I don't
Oh, it
believe
did
so.
Take the first one 5 years, I think, or 4 years. I don't know.
Well, yes, but they at least, gave minor updates throughout the time. Showcasing multiple iterations of it throughout the 5 years. We have seen nothing and heard nothing, and it has already been 2 years.
the last time I mentioned it was in the Age of Calamity trailer. I was like, we know you guys have been looking for another Breath of the Wild game to play, and I was genuinely scared that this was gonna be like what they've been planning on for 2 years.
Yeah, no. It's just,
I'm-
it feels like a lack of effort. That's what it feels like.
Yep.
Because instead of, just, yes, don't worry, Savior, I notice you. Instead of just, putting all of their work in like the Legend of Zelda kind of, working kind of area. I'm not sure if they have shit like that, but you know what I mean. Like instead of putting all their focus on that one game with, all those people who work on Legend of Zelda, they spent time to make a re-release of Hyrule Warriors. The reskin of Hyrule Warriors, instead of putting all focus into Breath of the Wild 2.
We could have had it by now, and then they could have released Age of Calamity maybe a little bit later.
And then they're also, God, like I feel like, I mean, it makes sense, but like just companies over the years are just getting worse, man. It feels like you can never rely on anything good to ever come out of anything. Like I remember used to like being talking about like how Nintendo was such a great company because they delayed a game throughout the Christmas days just so that they could let their workers have time off. And I was like, oh, Nintendo's such a great company. Now they're killing the lifespan of a game and delaying another game just so they can make a quick and easy cash grab with a reskin for the 4th time.
I find it interesting how Breath of the Wild 1 was, the release date for it just was 1 year late for places like Korea.
Was it?
Oh, it was?
Yeah. February something.
Well, what did they
March 3rd, 2017 was its release in America.
Savior, I noticed you. Don't worry. I can see you.
February 1st, 2018.
Well, what did they
Don't
have
worry.
for the
I
Switch
noticed that you're here. I can see you visually in chat, spamming emotes.
Yeah, but it released 1 year later, which is really interesting.
Imagine only having 1-2 Switch in Korea. Just like, oh boy.
My favorite.
Anyone who picked... I just imagine
Yes,
someone
I know
picking
that.
1-2 Switch over Breath of the Wild. Or like, all the Breath of the Wild sold out, so all they could get was 1-2 Switch, and how disappointed they probably were.
Dude, I don't know. I just looked at chat and it's so funny.
I know. I legitimately muted on Discord to let you guys keep talking, to tell him that I see him spamming emotes.
Wait, is this on Twitch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a big man.
What's up,
bad.
big man? Spams emotes. Ah! Jack spams emotes. Jack, it's me, Hayden. Are you sure? But also, let's what Hayden? What? I swear to God. Yes, I can. Hi.
Didn't Age of Calamity already come out?
It came out like today or yesterday, something like that.
This is like the first. Actually, no. This is like
Nathan.
this year alone.
Hayden says hi.
The last Switch game I was excited for was Ultimate, and that's really it. Everything else has just been underwhelming.
God, dude. I wish. Here's what I wish. One of three. Hold on, give me a minute.
Monogama he was.
You know, I left for a minute because I needed to go grab a drink. Because I am parched as shit.
I don't have a drink. It's just me and my cat.
But anyways, God, what was I was just about to talk about, oh yeah, I wish Nintendo would do, like, one of three things. Or, you know, whatever. Right? Yeah, no, let's just say one of two things, and it's gonna be Smash Bros. Related. One of two things. Either A, fix Ultimate Online, so that you always have a good, stable connection, and make it so, like, try and make it so if one person is lagging, they are the only person who is lagging. You don't lag because of them.
Yeah, they pretty much just teleport.
Yeah.
It's just really annoying when I just want to play like a quick online game and I have to play with like a NES in a third world country that has like no Wi-Fi connection whatsoever, and they just teleport everywhere and still manage to perfectly hit me.
Yeah, but
Okay.
either A, fix Smash Ultimate Online, which is like, you know, that would be great because that'd give a lot of people a chance to actually confidently set up online Ultimate tournaments.
Yeah.
Or B, make it so Melee can use Slippy legally. Just let them do it. Because then you can have online Melee tournaments. And let that be allowed.
What was that whole thing yesterday about Melee?
So Nintendo sent a DMCA to the Big House, which is a big kind of tournament, because they were about to host an online Melee tournament. Now, what they were going to use to host it is Slippy. Slippy was, I don't know the full everything about it, but basically, okay. Basically, Slippy is a hacked version of Melee, where they, you know, ripped the game files straight from an actual game cartridge, put it into like an actual like PC system, and made netcode for it so that it has a very, very well functioning online. Better than
That's
Ultimate
impressive.
Online. It is it's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
They're just mad
from
because someone
what
did a
I
game
know,
better than them.
apparently it feels almost just like playing on LAN. Like, there's very minimal input lag. But that's just from what I can assume. I'm not going to say I know that, but that's just from what I can assume, since they're going to use it and we're confident with using it, is that it would feel almost like playing in LAN. But instead, Nintendo said no. Sent a DMCA to the Big House and made it so Big House basically is just canceled this year. Which is what happened a few years ago back at EVO. I think it was 2012. I want to say EVO 2012. Melee was going to be an event there. Nintendo sent a DMCA saying you can't play Melee at EVO, you can't stream it, you can't record it. Until the entire Melee community just bombarded Nintendo with shit, saying, hey, this is some people's livelihoods. Let this happen. It is the right choice to let this happen. It's not only going to help everyone who plays the game, everyone who watches, but also it's going to help Nintendo out. Because it's going to promote their game, it's going to, you know, increase sales, it's going to, you know, get their game out there to a wider audience, maybe make more people interested in Smash.
That's pretty much what it was doing. And then they just canceled.
That's just one of the reasons I got into Smash. Was because I used to fiend just like Leffen, mainly Leffen. God, Leffen and Mango are so sick.
I used to watch Zero until like he became everyone found out he was a better player.
Until yeah.
I think he was the reason I got back into Smash, because I played like Brawl and then gave up because it was boring, and then not boring. I just stopped playing it, and then I saw him playing Smash 4. I was like, wow, that's sick. I might get back into Smash, and I did. And then it turns out he was being a not good person to minors. So.
But like, no, like watching professional players play Smash is what made me want to at least become better at the game. Because watching people better than you succeed kind of just made me go like, hey, I want to do that. That seems fun. And it is. It is really fun. Granted, it's made me go insane a few times.
Yeah.
uh, but you know, it's really enjoyable to watch stuff like that. And I was actually thinking of at one point like installing Dolphin Emulator and just playing around in Melee.
It's just annoying. Like, they could at least. They have, like, a chance to, like, allow this stuff to happen, or at least, like, partner up with them or something. But no, they just, like,
Yeah,
cancel
they could
everything.
hire them because what do you call
Yeah.
it? The coolest thing that I've seen is that the people at Terrarium, I forgot what their company name was, but they actually hired their biggest, like the mod creators for one of their biggest mods, and had them work on the newest update for Terraria.
Another thing of that is the people at Mojang hired the creator of the Aether mod,
Mm.
I saw that. That's actually.
which is like really cool. Cause now I'm not gonna be like a Smash fan and be like, oh, every time Sakurai plays a game, they're going to be the next character in Smash. But I'm just gonna say it. That could possibly mean that they could just straight up add Aether into the vanilla game.
I've been wanting that for years. I really hope it happens.
Which would be really cool. Because then not
I
only do you get
cry.
a new dimension, you get new bosses, you get more exploration, you get new items, you get so much more. And
So
plus,
they'd, like,
that adds more armors and weapons and tools.
There's more
Which,
content.
the best part about that is none of that stuff is even overpowered. That's all balanced items. None of the items in there are better than Diamond.
I'm just gonna agree with Garrett right now.
He's Terraria hired the Calamity mod people.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
But it's like,
Yeah.
knowing Minecraft, as well made as they are, they just, like, I wish they didn't take forever to release their updates. Because if they even do an Aether mod, it's probably gonna look beautiful as all hell, and then they're gonna release it like this summer of like 2035 or something.
Well,
I mean, I'm
most
gonna
of
be
their
honest.
their recent updates have been very good.
They've come out like fast. Like I remember it was 1.14. That's when I like finally like got. That's when I got my PC. Bought Minecraft again. It was 1.14 at that point still. The week after I bought Minecraft, 1.15. Then like 3-4 months later, it was 1.16 all of a sudden. Just like, oh.
Yeah.
Or no, I think it was like 3-4 months later, 1.16 was announced, and then not 2. I want to say 3-4 months ago. No, like 2 months ago it was released, I think. Something like that. But it was a really short time frame. Like it came out so fast.
I remember when there wasn't even a hunger bar, and now we have like all this stuff.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said that
You
a
wouldn't
Terraria
complain.
update took.
We shouldn't be complaining about Minecraft updates taking forever, for the fact that a single Terraria update took about 5 to 6 years to come out.
Yeah, dude, I remember I used to play Terraria only on mobile, and I was like, oh, God, hey, to my younger brother, because we played Terraria together. I was like, hey, Terraria 1.3 for mobile's coming out in since it was summer. I was like, it's coming out in fall. And I said that for 3 years in a row. I don't think it came out in the fall, guys.
When did it come out?
It came out like this year, I think. This or last year.
Yeah, it's gonna come out this fall, like 10 years later. What if it came out in the fall of like here? I didn't specifically say when the fall was.
Let's just say fall.
It'll just come out in a fall season.
In a fall season.
One of
There's
them.
like a robotic rebellion going on. It's like, hey guys, we just released the update. And there's like no humans left.
Trailer for PC would already have like it would just be in 1.20.
But yeah, no, for that Terraria thing, like, now that I think about it, that is completely, like, true. There was like God, I want to say, I don't even know how long ago it was, but it had to have been a few years back. I did a Terraria save on Xbox, and it was the exact same as when I first got Terraria on PC.
I forgot you had an Xbox.
Oh, God. It's... yeah.
Why did Hayden just go VC Hayden?
Because he wants us to VC with him, and we're not doing that.
That's fair.
That's just not happening. There's a reason I made it so I can only, or like that we're choosing the guests on the podcast. They don't choose themselves.
Hey, I'm gonna be a guest next week. Right, see you then.
Hayden, you're gonna have to fill an application with your address currently.
With your
And your
current
credit card information.
address. No, Hayden, you cannot be a special guest.
If we get desperate.
If we ever get desperate and we have like a 2-week drought of no special guests, maybe.
But we have Agumon.
Yeah, but we have Agumon here.
Go.
And he's
Straight
always
from
going to be a
Cairo,
special
Egypt.
guest. Straight from Cairo, Egypt, yeah.
Currently from Kentucky.
You
Next week
don't do an Obama voice.
I mean, that could be a topic.
No, the
Obama voice.
The Obama simulator. What's Obama's last name?
Oh, not again.
Barack?
It's Care. Come on.
Brock Lesnar.
His last name is Care. We all know that.
Jackson, can you turn the dog around on the Minecraft world? It's very unsettling. The dog scares me.
I can't even see.
You don't understand. The dog schnauzer is humongous.
The Schnauzer.
The schnauzer. Replace it with like a fox or something.
Well, then the fox would like dive into the fire.
Well, then he can put barriers so, like, the fox looks like it's just there.
Just put a chicken like by the fire and it'll just throw itself at it.
Oh no.
Do you ever see that? It's like they put... Ah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, they just, if you put a chicken under lava, they just throw themselves into the lava.
That was so funny.
I just watched all of Hayden's messages.
I already timed out Hayden once for 2 minutes for spamming emotes.
Oh, did you do the dinner bro thing on the dog?
Yeah, I named him Grum.
Oh, I forgot Grum was another one.
Yeah. For me, that one's more memorable.
Hayden, I'm just gonna give you a fair warning. There's really 2 things that you should not do if you want to be not banned or timed out or muted in my chat. don't ask to join the podcast. Live chat. Don't spam chat. And don't spam it with don't spam emotes. It's the only thing.
I don't think it's hard to tell. It's easy to tell, but I am microwave in the chat.
Wow, he's becoming everything.
I am every house appliance you can think of.
He's just gonna become the kitchen on the spot.
It's the kitchen itself.
All right, let's see. Ooh. What? I don't know what this is. Not so subtle way of being hyperactive bingo.
Oh, yeah, okay. So that was a thing that was kind of blowing up on Twitter. It was a kind of bingo card. Just like you'd mark off stuff if you do that for like ADHD, if you have ADHD, and that's just kind of stuff that you do to like just as impulse reactions, I kind of want to say, due to your ADHD.
And they made a bingo out of it?
Yeah, there's an entire bingo card. The only one that I noticed on there that I have
For me, it's
is
getting
like
angry
bouncing my
when
leg.
this. Oh yeah, you can go.
The only one that I like noticed for me was like bouncing my leg, and I didn't notice anything else. I probably could look and see something else, but bouncing on my leg is like the only thing that I do.
Oh, I see.
And I have like very minimal ADHD, I think, possibly.
I've never taken that. Do you know I could find it?
It's in the topics thing. It's the photo link.
I think there's only two things
Oh,
on here
sick.
for me. It's getting angry when restricted from moving and cracking knuckles often. Cracking knuckles.
Oh, I do that. I do that all the
I do
time.
that constantly. Just whenever it's just quiet, just crack my knuckles.
It's so like if you let it sit there for the whole day and you go, it just feels good.
It's so satisfying.
It is okay. I don't even like crack my knuckles just to like just as like I have nothing to do, I'm just gonna crack my knuckles. I do it because not only does it feel good, but I really like the sound. That's why I also pop my neck.
Yeah.
Oh god, last time I did that, I heard it.
I pop my neck all. I can pop. I've like done my neck so often that I can pop my neck by just turning it. I don't even have to use my hands anymore.
Yeah, like I used to do it all the time, and then one time I did it so much to like I just hurt the right side of my neck, and I couldn't move it for like a week.
Yeah, and then also another thing that I've like popped so often that it doesn't hurt anymore is the knuckle closest to your fingernail on your fingers. If you usually like press down on that as hard as possible, it hurts. I've popped that joint, like or knuckle, so often that no matter how hard you press down or how long you press down, it just doesn't hurt.
That's like that's the best part to crack though.
Well, yeah, but like at first, because you basically never crack that part. So at first you'll crack it and it just hurts for a good like 5 minutes. And you just like never want to ever experience that again. But once you just do it yourself for like the first time, you just get all at the same time, it'll hurt for like maybe like 2 minutes. Every other time after that, there's just no pain. And then after like maybe 5-10 times of doing it yourself, no matter what, even if other people like press down with that joint there, it just doesn't hurt at all.
I've done it so much to the point where if I just pull my arm in a fist and press my hand in a fist and press hard enough, it just cracks. This is fun.
Also, one of the most satisfying sounds is popping your back.
Hell yeah, dude.
Popping your back
God.
is so...
The entire world just unlocks.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it also just feels great. Yeah, I see that. My mod in chat, his name's Garrett. He's gonna be one of the special guests I plan on having on here. He plays Destiny 2, and he has a raid team because there's a raid that's coming out tomorrow. tomorrow at some point. But he's trying to go for world's first, which basically means he's the first raid team to ever complete it.
Good luck.
And one of his raid team members, he's in like a Discord call with him, and one of his raid team members screamed "fuck you" at his mother, and then he heard the dude's mother just run out of his room crying.
Jesus.
Kind of ruthless.
He's probably like a sweaty gamer. So bad for the mom.
Yeah.
Oh, since
Good
Garrett's in
decision.
chat, I just want to say something. You need to change the final boss, Garrett. He can't be a skeleton.
Oh yeah, Garrett. Nathan, I'm gonna leave for about like 5 minutes. Just explain to him why it should not be a skeleton, and then once I get back, I will give him the rundown of what the entire thing happened. And you can also explain to Chris what we're talking about.
Okay.
And also to the stream. But tell Garrett first and then explain everything.
Okay, I'll just explain it first. But basically, we have this. There's a dungeon. Don't worry about it, Garrett. I wasn't in the VC at the time. But there's a dungeon, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say the final boss was a skeleton, and to stop the shield spamming, we had vindicators. But the thing is, the skeleton shot me, accidentally missed, shot a skeleton, and the skeleton just went ham on him. And then the skeleton just died.
Skeleton 1-8 shit.
Yeah, so the vindicator murdered the skeleton.
That's good.
Yeah. And Garrett, I'm just gonna say I wasn't in the VC at the time, so I didn't know what we were supposed to do, and I kind of forgot the rules. Oh, Twitch. Who's Twitch?
How long is this going for? I don't know how long the podcast is.
Yeah. I don't really know either.
I just know we start at 10.
Ooh.
What?
Okay, Garrett, you aren't allowed to say that. He said he's gonna smite Danny with his long rod and then just said ladies.
Why did long rod censor?
Ninja grumpies.
Oh god, I didn't mean to do that.
Capital P Pog. All uppercase Pog.
There's a Jackie note.
It's true.
Thanks, Doug.
Oh, thanks, French. We're waiting for Jack to get back currently.
Everyone calls him French. Fuck. A
Oh,
friend.
Gary, you messed up Resident Sleeper. Okay, can we get a ban on Savior S? Garrett right now, time him out. He spelled French wrong.
Rouge.
Okay. Oh, why is there only 2 topics? There's like 2 topics. Oh.
I hate that
Oh.
the stream's behind.
Hey Jack.
Alrighty, I'm back.
French said the podcast sucks when you were gone. Also, Hayden got banned after he spelled French wrong.
French?
Yeah, French.
He spelled Fruge.
Okay, so anyways, you explained,
Yeah, I explained how. Okay, Garrett, I want to say something. Danny placed down the beds first. And I wasn't in the VC.
yeah, Nathan was not in the VC for any part of it, which really should not have happened. And
Good
then,
segment.
let's just start off with the first problem. The very first problem immediately was Danny placed down a bed inside of the labyrinth, right after the poison arrow. After I had reminded them, you cannot place any blocks inside the labyrinth.
Was this that thing you were showing me yesterday?
Yes.
Mm.
So you've kind of seen what it looks like.
Yeah.
Resident Sleeper.
Then they were dropping all of their items to each other and then jumping into the traps to see what there was in there.
Oh my god.
And how to get through each one. Nathan, please don't spam emotes. I already timed out.
Oh no.
I already timed out. Yeah. Expect that when you spam emotes. But, you know, they started dropping their items to each other and then just setting off the traps, seeing what would happen and how to get past them, and then would immediately respawn in the labyrinth and then run and pick up their items to refresh the spawn rate, drop them all again, then just repeat that process. And then I mean, those were like the main 2 things. And then Nathan...
Okay, if I knew the rules, I would have made a new set of iron armor every time.
Yeah, Nathan went in with no armor the entire time, and the boss... That one was kind of our oversight. We kind of forgot that the skeleton can shoot other mobs and get aggroed.
It was so sad watching the skeleton get actually destroyed.
But also, we need to make a few more adjustments if we are even going. Oh, excuse me. If we are going to reuse that, because we need to make it so Vindicators don't just camp the water at the bottom of the drop into the final boss room. I did not make the boss. You were the one who made the boss. I made the boss arena and the design of the entire thing. I will take full responsibility for problems with the design. Which, you know, boss was a bit of an oversight. Then also, at one point, a mob had stepped on all of the pressure plates in that one pressure plate hall So all
What
of
did
the
you do?
mob traps got released and just flooded the maze. And whatchamacallit?
What was the point
And
of the maze?
the key 1 despawned. It had just completely disappeared. So I had to go and cheat it in. And then place it back with no one noticing.
What was the point of the maze?
It was just gonna be like a fun like dungeon that had like puzzles that you had to
And they
complete.
just ruined it.
And yeah, they basically
Yeah.
cheesed out the entire thing. Cause one of the things was you have to wait 5 minutes after dying to go back in. They placed a bed inside and respawned immediately inside and went back to where they died. And then also were dropping all of their loot before they went into a trap to each other. And like, you know.
That sounds annoyingly clever.
Yeah, so basically we have one of two options. Either A, have them just kind of redo the exact same thing, but now they know what to do. Or B, just create an even harder boss as punishment and have them fight it.
Make it the wizard.
Honestly, having it being the wither would be scuff.
Well, we'd have to make the entire boss arena made of obsidian or bedrock
Yeah.
or something like that.
Or better, yeah. I forgot that it explodes things.
Yeah.
Remember how it would just spin around and now it does things?
Yeah. But
Now it just
yeah, the entire thing went to shit. So the only person that got repaid in the only person that kept their armor after the entire thing was Jackson, because the only time
as well.
he died with, well, no, he died multiple times before, but that was with just like, you know, his iron set of armor, and everyone else had died in lava with their armor and items and stuff. But he was, the only time he died was after the final boss got murdered and he dropped down and then got gang banged by like 20 vindicators.
Jesus.
And so I let him keep that because really he should not have lost it. But I mean, even Retribution got cheesed out, because I made one rule for it that once you break one block for that, you have to open up the rest of the 8. So Jackson broke one, died. Then I had to go over and break the rest. Then just jumped back onto the ladder and Retribution just walked into the lava. And then I ate notch apple that Nathan had dropped me, jumped into lava and murdered him, and then just disposed of the netherite armor into an ender chest so I can get rid of it later. But
sounds like a nightmare.
no, it was, I had a notch apple and fire prot, so I just immediately murdered him.
I remember like looking at no spoilers for the Minecraft Nether update and just like saying, it was like, whoa, the netherite armor is like resistant to lava. I wonder what happens if I jump in and just die.
Dude, you barely take any damage from lava.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like, you can probably just sit in lava for a good minute.
Kind of like in peaceful, I guess. Actually, I don't know how long peaceful is in lava. I just know that like you can't even drown in peaceful.
Yeah.
Unless you like try to.
Ooh.
But yeah, that was a shit show to say the least.
Went to bed, just have fun.
I still stand by the fact that if I actually knew the rules,
Well, I'm sure if you knew what the rules were, you would have followed them. The problem is, I told you to join the VC and you just said, I can't.
I couldn't at the time.
And then jumped into the dungeon without knowing any of the rules. Which you, if you just took a moment to think, you probably should have realized, I should probably wait until I hear what is allowed and not allowed until I enter the dungeon.
I was just following what other people were doing. I'm gonna be fair.
I guess that's fair.
I mean, they were also breaking the rules, so that is, you know, to be fair, you were kind of just following what they were doing. But
It's so weird with the echo.
you can just, are you watching the stream?
Yeah, I have it like really like low though,
Just,
so like
you can just mute the stream because you hear my audio.
I just have it really low because I'm lazy to do that.
Mm.
I should probably do that. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, but yeah, they after I like kind of saw the fact that Nathan jumped into the final boss room with not a single item to his name, then I jumped down and saw him running out in full enchanted diamond armor. That's when like I was like, okay, they just crossed the, I'm not naming my company, Dude Perfect the movie.
Dude, perfect.
No, that's when it was, I just kind of finally crossed the line. I'm like, that's it, I'm just shutting this entire thing down. Everyone is getting out of here. None of this should have happened. But yeah, that was.
I still believe apple juice is better than orange juice. I'm just gonna say that.
I like both of them, but like I like how apple juice is most.
Am I the only person who likes orange juice?
Actually,
Orange juice is good. Is it just?
No, I mean like, am I the only person who prefers orange juice out of the two?
I actually prefer orange juice more. I just like how apple juice tastes. But if I had to like pick, I'd probably pick orange juice since I've like had it the most.
If it's actually like freshly squeezed orange juice, then of course.
Apple cider.
Okay, hold on. No, I'm not. Okay, let's. I don't count this as really an orange juice. But thoughts on Sunny D?
Dude, it is the shit.
Okay, because
That's like
I
the only
don't.
reason I'm still alive.
I don't think you should count Sunny D as orange juice. I think you should count it as sugar.
Yeah.
And teeth rot.
Liquefied candy, basically. Do not say freshly squeezed semen. That is not at all what Sunny D is. Sunny D is
painful.
just like liquefied candy.
Isn't it like orange, grapefruit, and other stuff?
It's a lot of sugar. That's all that I know. Is it's a lot of sugar, but damn, is it good.
It's absolutely delicious.
But I don't count it as orange juice because I don't feel like that's a fair representation of orange juice, because you can't really do that same thing to apple juice. You can't just take apple juice and then shove sugar into it and it immediately becomes the best drink in the world.
I mean, but
that's because then it just tastes like really sweet apples.
Yeah.
No, apple juice is already really sweet. I'm gonna be honest. That's when you have to put water into it.
I don't add anything else into most of my stuff.
I just drink apple juice, man. I prefer orange juice because all you need to do is shake it and that's it.
Mm. Plus, I do kind of like that, like, almost sourish, like, bitter flavor of apple juice. If you know what I'm
Mhm.
talking about. Like, if you get those good, if you get, like, the right kind, you get, like, that perfect where it's just, like, you get that, like,
Sour and sweet.
yeah,
That's amazing.
like, you get that, like, nice, like, mixture of the right amount of each, and it really is the perfect, like, breakfast drink, because that really wakes you up. You're just like, oh, I'm
Oh
awake
my.
now, and this tastes good.
Sunny A.
Sunny A. Why do they call it Sunny D? Probably because it's just full of vitamin D.
Probably because vitamin, yeah.
Is it even
And
full of vitamin D? I
it has
don't
a lot of
know.
citrus stuff. Probably. It's got a lot of citrusy stuff.
I have no idea what they pump into that shit. All that I know is that it's good.
Bro, can you give the dog a friend? He looks sad hanging upside down all by himself. Give the dog a friend. Just grumming dinner bone.
Yeah. Just
Oh,
broke the wrong one.
you should do a fox instead. Foxes are cooler.
What did you say?
You want me to do a fox? I can do a fox.
Foxes are cooler. How do you make them sleep? Sword.
Hit them with a bat. I don't know.
Okay.
me and Dishwasher did have the same idea. I just went sword, he went bat.
No, one he'll sleep for like 2 days. One he'll sleep fucking forever.
I think 2 days will also lead to forever. You don't sleep for 2 days without something being wrong.
I mean, unless you're like really lazy or depressed. Yeah.
Drop it, Jackson. Q. So he holds it.
The stream's like really delayed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they only sleep if there's leaves over them. So let's just say
I'm playing-
hypothetically, if there were leaves over this guy, would he go to sleep?
I'm pretty sure you have to tame, like, you have to make 2 of them have a child, and then you have to tame that one. That's like the only way you can tame it.
Ah, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's going anywhere. No, they look happy.
I can't believe French lost his run to Shuckle.
Wait, what happened?
French was doing a Pokemon Emerald randomizer run and lost his run in 8 minutes due to a shuckle.
Hate all that.
Todd just died.
They look happy looking at the fire. They just look like they're contemplating everything.
Yeah, that's usually what Minecraft animals do.
Yeah, they just stand there looking cross-eyed and stupid, and then they just wait for you to charge at them with like a heavily enchanted sword.
Mm.
What's the meaning of an animal's life? You just see like a square person charging at you.
That'd be frightening. Just this
To be honest.
6 foot tall man just chatted out, built like a refrigerator, just chugging at you, dude.
It's just like you spend like eating grass, like hanging out with your other animal friends. and all of a sudden this is fucking cube with like glowy armor and like a glowing black sword just speeding at you. Like,
Ooh. Fracking.
Minecraft. Letting your envelope.
Yeah, but
Hey Jackson, do you think you're a good writer?
no, not at
Oh.
all.
I was gonna read something. Write a strong thesis about whether plastic helps or hurts.
No.
Wait, what was it?
Should fracking be legal?
Free melee.
I actually hate Garrett. He told me to name the dog PogChamp. Then after I did that, he said, "Now he's your little PogChamp."
No. Not Ryuko.
Fine.
Ryuko Matoy. Ryuko Monkanshuk.
Flip the fox back over so they can contemplate life. I just like how the dog's just thinking about his existence right now. Man.
He's just built different.
Like the fox is just going from like sitting to walking to sitting to walking. The dog is just taking it all in.
The fuck
Two
you
little
want?
PogChamps.
Okay, hold on. Can I edit him with the?
Debug stick.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
Oh well, I want to see if I can give him like no AI. Oh no! I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry.
You have
Oh,
to feed him.
I accidentally. I thought because usually you can left and right click to change properties
Jack should
like
beat
this.
him. Jack should just beat the fox.
Oh,
Bro, Twitch is gonna shut you. Actually, no.
Really just beat the fox.
I think that's what they like. They don't take it unless you say like a curse word or something.
I don't know what signal fire means.
Like to show your friend where you are.
Duh.
SOS, baby.
Oh, I have to hold shift.
It's not. How do you?
But is it like zoom
You
in for a
lied!
second and
You lied. Take the
What?
berries. You said that you have to hold shift. Then I
didn't
held
say
shift,
and proceed to punch him.
then punched him.
debug stick? Stop it! You're hurting my friend.
I still refuse to believe that Jackson was out scot-free. He shouldn't have been. After
Who?
the HBT.
You fat shit. You're just gonna
What the
eat
fuck?
all of the food I gave you? Take a sword. Can't he actually, like, use the sword or something?
I don't know why this person said, "Do you resell?" and I read it as, "Do you wrestle?"
Yeah.
That's probably what he was asking.
Do you resell? Do you wrestle?
That makes
Do
sense.
you just resell things?
Because they were a Twitter person with no profile picture, so I thought they were just really dumb.
I hate people with no profile pictures. I have no idea why. Is that weird?
I don't blame you.
Like, it stands out more when you don't have one. It's like
Okay,
you
can I
have all
just say
these-
something? I absolutely hate the account named Pablo?
Where?
There's an account named Pablo, and they made 3 tweets. They have no profile picture, no banner, and they have like 70 followers.
I have 50 or 60. I
Yeah.
still do more. Like, I do more.
Like, I had to work to get to 100. This Pablo account has made 3 tweets.
You know what's worse?
Yeah, they have 76, and they've made 4. Sorry, 4. Their first tweet, my name is Pablo. 125 likes, 30 retweets, 23 comments. The very next tweet, sorry for not tweeting anymore. My mom took my phone away because she saw I installed Twitter. And the very next tweet, what those sex mean. Then their most recent tweet, just found out what sex mean and I'm disgusted.
Disgusted.
No wonder they have 7.
I think what's worse is the fact, like, some 5-year-old opening, like, toys wrapped in, like, Play-Doh and eggs with their mom, like, harassing them every single day to open up more and more online, or making more money than we ever could in our entire life in 1 week.
Yeah.
They should get hundreds and thousands of dollars just for looking at some, like, Kinder Surprise egg that their mom made, like,
shitty ass surprise egg.
yeah,
It's made out of
that
a
their-
yoga ball.
Yeah, they just like you ever tried to make like a homemade piñata where you get like a balloon and you put like glue paper mache to it and then wait a bit for it to dry and you just pop it and it's like a piñata?
No, not ever.
That's cool. And they might as well just do that, but no, they just wrap an exercise ball in Play-Doh and make it look like fucking SpongeBob, and then they, like force the toy in there, and then they like throw their kid out of bed early in the morning and say, "Come on, we need to make money." What are they gonna do when they get older? Are they just gonna like put the kid down, like when they get like older than 10? I'm just gonna take him outside and shoot him, and just have another kid. It's like, it's their money maker. How much longer
How's
we
it-
got?
Don't know. How do you pour Fanta on your laptop?
Honestly, that's just such a waste of a good Fanta, dude.
Yeah. I don't know who half the people I don't know anyone on Twitter. What?
What'd you say?
I don't know anyone on Twitter. Who's Gus?
Gus
Bro,
is
why
kinda
don't you-
chill.
Ellie.
Ellie is the disgusting person who made the sandwich out of onions.
Sorry, there's a lot of things that they posted. It was just Joe and Jacob laughing at you. And then POV, you think Nintendo is a good company.
Yeah. No, they're the if you remember the one image of like the onions and just the onion sandwich, that's them. They made that sandwich
That's
and
who?
think that is good.
Yeah. I don't know.
Here, let me send it. You will only understand the vileness of this person once you see the image. There's someone called Ellie on Twitter, and listen, not to disgrace anyone, not to be mean, but God, that is disgusting. I like, if you can like what you like, and I'm completely fine if they like it, but for me personally, I would never go near that. I hate onions. And that sandwich is 90% onions.
I only like them if they're in like a burger. If like two of them are in a burger, that's fine. But if there's just like a takes up more than like the entire thing, like no, get away from me.
Here, look in general.
Oh God,
Yeah. Do you want to know that the entirety of that sandwich?
onions.
That is about 80% onions. No, we'll give it a generous 70. 70%. No, we'll give it a generous 50. Yeah. 50%
Yeah.
onions. 5% capers, sesame seeds, and black olives. 15% bacon. Hold on, let's see. No, we'll give a generous 10% for sesame seeds, capers, and black
What?
olives.
Jack, when was Achilles a female?
I'm pretty sure they went trans. I think.
Who did? The person who made the
Achilles.
sandwich.
No, Quellies.
I don't know who that is.
It's an old person I used to be in a Discord server with, and now like I just never even like go in that server. But they were chill, like I don't know, I don't mind them. I think the best interaction that I've ever had with them was we got them to make an entire channel on their Discord server all about Goombas.
Mm-hmm.
And we just posted Goomba images.
Goomba's beautiful.
There's so many.
Yeah. But it was like the same, just like 20 images of Goombas just reposted over and over again for about a day, and then we never touched the channel again. And then maybe about the next, I think at some point during the next month they deleted the channel.
Your life.
Yeah. And then I've never even said it like anything else in that channel ever since, or in that server ever since. And the only time I ever look at it is when they just at everyone to tell us something that really is just not important at all. Like I think the only time it's been something important is like whenever it's like some kind of like day for whatever was happening that day. I don't remember. They at everyone for anything. Like at one point there was just like they added everyone just to tell them something about how they like saw like a movie or something.
Oh, and Achilles.
Yeah. What was it?
I have like 3 servers like that where it's just like I just know when they're gonna do it, and it's like one time throughout the entire day they actually add someone for something important. Other than that, it's like I just went to the bathroom, guys. Like, okay, nobody cares. Don't add everyone. I hate when servers do that so much.
I'll be back.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like it's been a while since there was an important thing that they added everyone for. Like the last thing that they added everyone for that was important was like about the death of Alex Trebek. And that was the last thing that could have been seen as important. After that, it was them adding everyone, saying that they may or may not send something cryptic later in the day. Then they sent a gift or a GIF and then added everyone so that they would see that GIF. Then them complaining about personal things, then added everyone to just say that Steven Universe came out in 2013 and that Amazing World of Gumball came out in 2011. Then added everyone to join their Google Classroom.
Why?
Then added everyone and then just added a YouTube link. And then I'm kind of surprised. Today they did talk in announcements, but they did not add everyone to tell that they beat Sans.
Oh my god, nobody cares. It's just so, like, you might as well just like add everyone every minute telling you like what you're doing throughout your life. Right, so their only actual important ad was talking about Alex.
That was the last time that they did like in that everyone. That was semi-important. But even then, if you have a presence anywhere on social media, you would have known. Even if you just if you just watch TV, you would have known that Alex Trebek died. Like, you don't need to add everyone to tell that Alex Trebek died.
Yeah, if you don't live under a rock, you can pretty much find out.
And they didn't even like do it correctly. They just added everyone and then linked the Alpha Red Deluxe video. That was like that was like the Alex Trebek one.
Yeah, instead of watching an interesting news channel, just look at this Alpha Red video.
And then the thing right before that is they just sent a GIF of DK, and they just did an @ here and said me when DK.
I hate @here's the most.
Who are we
I don't
talking
know.
about?
The Aquales server.
Oh my god.
How
this
they
service
just nonchalantly use @ everyone every 5 seconds.
This shouldn't even... Just delete it.
Yeah. It's very annoying.
I mean, I understand if it's like big YouTubers, like how they have their server and then they like add everyone, say, hey, like this new video came out, and then like it's fine. But it's like if you have a small server with like multiple people who have lives, you don't need to add them and tell them about their like your everyday life.
Dad.
What?
I'm just thinking about stuff. The only I'm trying to decide who, because we're gonna do launch episode, like we're gonna try and get AJ in tomorrow, and if AJ can't make it, we're gonna have to just do the launch episode without.
Well,
but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Plus, I did kind of like, I want to make it so Twitch at least feels like they made like a half decent decision if they do actually accept my, like once they get through like accepting my affiliation shit.
maybe they will.
Because if I just keep on postponing this for a few weeks, people are not going to be interested in the idea that we're doing a podcast, and then basically my affiliate's just going to go to no use, because I mean, Thanksgiving, I'm going to have a shit ton of time, but like outside of that, like I don't really ever have much time to do stuff. I mean, I do have a decent amount of time, but like, I, lately I've been actually setting stuff up. Like, what was it? 2 weeks ago, I was setting up the chess tourney. Then I gave myself a week. Well, no, I didn't even give myself a break last week because what I was doing last week is, planning for the podcast. And
I was
Mhm.
genuinely nervous for that chess tournament because I thought this was gonna be like an everyday occurring thing. I didn't know Agumon was gonna just destroy us. Like I genuinely thought you were serious. Like that this was something you wanted to do.
oh no, I wanted to do it, except have Agumon just shit on people. And that's exactly how it went. And it was glorious watching every single match play out. And every time, everything worked perfectly. Like, there's one point where I had him play against AFK, because AFK is like, oh, hey, I'm gonna, I'm playing. Anyone want to play chess? Because this is like just after he entered like the tourney. It's like, anyone want to play chess? I need to warm up. I was like, oh yeah, I'll play you. Had Agumon give me the chess invite, DM'd it to him, left to go eat food, came back 10 minutes later. He was like, oh yeah, we finished our game 2 minutes ago. Maybe a good 10 seconds after I got back, I just got a DM from AFK saying, let's do a rematch.
Mhm.
Like, if he had, like, if he had DM'd me during the match or after, like, right after, I probably would have been found out. I would have been had. Like, I would have had to come up with something like, oh, my Twitter crashed. Or, like, I wasn't paying attention. Or something like that. I would have had to make up some excuse like that. Every single time, it worked out perfectly.
I never actually got to go against Agumon. So
And
I want to get
every time when I say, oh, do you need me to create a new link? Here, I can create one. That was assigned to him to create a new link and send it to me so I can send it to them. Like, I was in a VC. I set up. I had to like find the password to my alt account on Discord just so I could go onto browser and speak to him in a call while I was in the VC on like
I kept
my
hearing
main.
the screen. I actually knew you were up to something because I kept hearing the stupid screen share noise, and nothing was popping up on the thing. I thought I was fucking losing it. I was like, why would you need to share the screen? Everyone knows what's going on.
And that's why I never said screen share your match. Because if I said screen share your match, then it would have looked odd if someone said screen share your match and I said no.
I just remember it's like, well, I didn't get to go against Agumon. I was like, well, do you want to go against? I was like, no, not really.
Yeah. But anyways, I set that entire thing up and then God, I will say doing that was fun. And I'm gonna be honest, that night was the moment I realized you and AJ were the two people that were perfect to have as the next cast member, as like the cast members for
Wait, who's safe for the after party?
just Dish and AJ. That was it.
Oh, I think
French
Bib.
for a bit.
And French.
French was there
Yeah,
for a
Bib.
bit, and Bib was there for a bit until Bib left at one point, and then we all got on AJ's server, and then I fucked around on there, and now I have ownership in there.
I told her to give you ownership.
Yeah. God. Dude, okay. I wonder if she's genuinely scared for me. Because earlier today she's like, hey, I'm getting a bearded dragon. I want some tank recommendations.
Didn't you say like a butter churner or something?
The first thing I said was... Oh, let me find it, because it's really cursed. Um,
I'm pretty sure she's scared for everybody, so you probably.
yeah, at first, okay, so she said, anyone have any good tank Rex for Bearded Dragon? Ferris sent me a cool one, and I just want to see some more options. Then I sent an image of a bowl, just a normal, like, pasta bowl, and said put a lid on top. She just put in all caps, Ramit, no. I said, what? It keeps the dragon safe, does it not? Then, all lowercase, Ramit, comma, no. I said, it is cheap and affordable, is it not? She said, Ramit, are you okay? Then, they went on for a bit, talking about other, like, things. And then I just said, okay, not a fan of the bowl, I see. How about a butter churner? And then Addie said, it's an improvement, kinda. And I just said, he has a pole to play with, and a hole for breathing and light, plus he has food. Then the only response I got to that was from AJ saying, Ramit, do you have any other options? And they started talking about keyboards.
Yeah, you just started talking. I think I gotta go. Boop wants to play Minecraft.
Alrighty.
I'll see you.
Adios.
Adios.
Yeah, we are hitting that 2-hour mark right about now. Do you wanna?
Oh, we could stop.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have anything else. I think all that is really left is just kind of what we had planned to do for this is just kind of just talk about what we plan to do with this. Are probably just gonna do this, kind of try and do it every week. Fridays, Saturdays, 11 p.m. EST. We can change the time depending on some people. If some people aren't gonna make it some days. Some days we will have to cancel, just because that's how things are gonna work out. That's why we plan 2 days a week, just in case we have to cancel one day. We always have that backup day, and sometimes we are just gonna have to continue on without one of the cast members here, like we did today. Actually started out with half the cast, well, a third of the cast and a special guest. That's really, I mean, is there much else to explain? We're just gonna talk about shit. It's just a lot of people. It's just gonna be a lot of people talking about shit. Follow the Twitter at SSS Podcast _. If you want to know what SSS stands for, it's Sad, Sleepy, and Stupid Podcast. If you want to be a special guest, if you want to try and be a special guest and get approved for it, DM the Twitter account. We'll get you through the process of seeing if you're a viable special guest, if you want to try and be one. We're gonna try and have special guests as often as possible, just to make things more interesting. We're gonna try and change it up as often as possible. But if we have a special guest that we like, we can always just bring them back, because why fix something if it ain't broke? I think tomorrow we're definitely not gonna have a special guest other than Agumon again. We're probably not gonna start introducing more than one special guest until next week, which will be. Ooh, will that be on Thanksgiving? When's Thanksgiving?
Thursday.
Okay, so that'll be after Thanksgiving. Okay. But yeah, probably not gonna end. Well, for sure, we're not gonna start bringing in other special guests until then. But we will, tell who the special guest is gonna be. Try to either a day in advance or, a decent amount of time the day of. Just kind of depends on if we can get confirmation on that they can appear there and if they want to. And some days we're just not going to be able to. Some days we're not. Once again, we're not gonna. Some days we're not even going to be able to have the full cast here. I'm going to be here every day, obviously. Agumon most likely will try and be able to be here every day that we do it. But VODs are going to be, well, yeah, I guess technically the VODs are going to be posted on the YouTube channel, SSS Podcast. I'm pretty sure I put a link to that on the Twitter account, and then follow the stream. That helps out a lot, because then you get notified of not only when I just do normal streams, but also whenever the podcast happens, which I'm going to try and start streaming more often again, because I'm going to be becoming less busy, and this is actually becoming more of an actual job for me, and something I'm going to start enjoying again, because before I stopped doing it because it kind of felt like I'm doing this for no reason. Then all of a sudden one day I was plus 3 followers and was able to apply for affiliate, and so I'm sending in the application tomorrow morning, and hopefully gonna get that approved possibly before, hopefully, and it's probably not, but hopefully before the stream tomorrow, but most likely not until next week.
Twitch things.
Yeah, it's stuff, but it's gonna be fun times. Is there anything you want to say, Agumon?
No, I'm sleepy.
Yeah. But I mean, that's really all that I can think of. I think that's all the bases that we needed to, they're covered. So that's gonna be the end of it. To anyone who sticked, whoa, that is not a word. God, I'm getting so tired now. My grammar's just fucking up. To anyone who stayed and watched throughout the entire thing, thank you. To anyone who showed up, thank you. And I hope you have a wonderful sleep tonight. Thanks for watching.